As you said yesterday, the Congress of South African Trade Unions convened a one-day special Central Executive Committee meeting to analyse the 2017 National May Day celebrations, prepare for the Alliance Political Council, and also finalise the preparations for the upcoming COSATU Central Committee that will be convened next week. Now, the committee also engaged in robust discussions reflecting on the current political landscape and ultimately resolving that going forward, President Jacob Zuma will no longer be welcome to address COSATU activities. We've got Bheki Ntshalintshali in studio with us. He's COSATU's General Secretary. Thank you so much. Thanks for being with us on the programme.
Good morning.
So in this meeting, you agreed to work to maintain your internal stability as a federation, to ensure, I'm reading this because this is what's come out of it, that you work towards ensuring that there is continuous stability within COSATU and your affiliates. How do you see this happening, particularly when the leader of your main affiliate, the ANC, is not welcome at any of your gatherings and meetings?
Look, first, we are an independent organization. We have to sort it out ourselves. We need to be strong. We need to be united. We need to be speaking with a united voice for everybody to listen. Any organization that comes from a point of weaknesses is not being listened anywhere in the world. So it's just broad principles that you need to sort it out, you put your house in order and be able to speak with one voice.
Yeah. So, I mean, you did say, and you reiterated yesterday, that you want to stay your commitment to the tripartite alliance and that you will remain an ally of the ANC and a very firm ally. Surely it's difficult, though, with the tensions at the moment.
No, it is difficult, and I think both COSATU and the ANC accept that the relationship is at very low levels since President Zuma has taken up. It reminds us the 2002 when there was a time that under Bheki the relationship was very bad. So I think we're at that stage where we need to be honest to one another and be able to speak the truth and what our interest, the interest of our members are, and be able to communicate that to the ANC ambiguously.
Yeah. I suppose one of the questions that need to be asked is that, are workers still the lifeblood of COSATU? Because many feel that it's too political and the workers get second prize.
Not at all. I mean, if you look to our previous meeting, even in terms of arranging our debate, in a 3 days meeting, we spend about 75% of our engagement on the organization, on the socio-economic, and addressing the issues of members. Politics, of course, is part and parcel of that issues from the COSATU founding principle that we are going to be trade unions that is engaged even outside of the shop floor issues.
Yeah. Let's go back to May Day, because that was also a very big discussion point that happened yesterday at the celebrations. We all remember, unfortunately, the president being booed there. And you coming out and saying, your organization coming out and saying, and lambasting anybody who said that you had planted people in there to boo and embarrass the president. Is this the stance? I mean, I think there are some leaders that are still finding that difficult to believe. Or is that the sentiment amongst your members?
Look, there's no evidence of any union, for that matter, that have taken a decision in its constitutional structures to boo the president of the ANC. In fact, the indication in that rally was that all the leaders in that rally were likely to be booed, from our own president to the president, to the general secretary of the party, to the President Zuma. So we will not have organized a rally to boo leadership. So it's just unfounded.
Yeah. Duma Dlamini, that also came up in discussions, or did it, about the attendance to President Jacob Zuma's birthday celebrations?
No, it didn't come up in the CC because since that attendance, he has been coming out publicly to say he went there not as a COSATU president in the first place. He was not invited as a COSATU president. He was invited as a member of the NEC. Of course, we knew that he was hijacked to be introduced, I think deliberately so, to be the COSATU president and to be seen to be delivering a message on behalf of COSATU. But he came publicly, said he's committed to the decision of COSATU. he will not do otherwise in terms of those things. And the union have accepted that before the special CEC.
Yeah. You know, I remember when you initially spoke about the May Day celebrations, and when you said to the ANC, we're having activities on May Day, just so that you know, would you please send a representative to come and speak at the rally? And then they chose the president to come and address. That was the story that COSATU did tell us. Do you not think that with this decision to ban President Jacob Zuma, you're interfering with the workings of the ANC?
Look, we have the right to invite the ANC to our activities. It's not a must. We have invited them over the years to address their May Days. But when there's a problem, firstly, it is embarrassing to the ANC itself, and to put even the president to that situation. We think is it in the interest of the ANC to listen quite clearly what the workers are saying, because clearly there will be no rally or activities of the COSATU that President Zuma will be allowed to address. So why should we go to pains and allow him to come there fully aware that the workers have said, please don't deploy Jacob Zuma to our meeting?
When we look at what's happening, and although, are you still putting your full weight behind Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa to take over?
Correct.
You've still got that.
Yep.
Could we see a situation in 2019, and is this not perhaps the first move of what you're doing, that COSATU might contest these 2019 elections, seeing the weakness within the ANC and apart from the ANC and SACP alliance?
Look, we're not there, and COSATU, we're a trade union movement. We're not a political party. I don't see that happening, honestly, where COSATU can come out and say, let's form a workers' party. This thing has been debated long time ago in COSATU, when we concluded we're not going to be forming a political party as COSATU.
I want to just also touch on what's happening with General Motors South Africa. You also came out, that was under discussion, the fact that GMSA is leaving at the end of the year after a very long history in this country, dating back tens of years. I mean, when we look at what's happening and the potential that there could be between 600 and 1,000 job losses, again, in a way, you spoke about it and pointing at the fact that there's a lack of leadership, that there's a lack of faith by foreign investors that want to put their money in this country. Do you feel that it can be turned around? Do you think that Cyril Ramaphosa will be the man to bring back investment and to also assist in these job creations that you are wanting?
Indeed, we think the leadership of the ANC, the new leadership that has to take over, has to display in public confidence that they are anti-corruption, that they are transparent, that they are able to unite not only South African, but to give confidence even to the FDIs and etc. And we believe Cyril Ramaphosa has that capacity.
All right, we leave it there for this morning, but we thank you for coming in. Thank you for talking to us. The CEC happening next week, and confirmation is yet that President Jacob Zuma won't be there?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But if he does attend?
It's not possible.
All right, we leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us here on the program. Bheki Ntshalintshali, the Secretary General of COSATU, talking to us about their COSATU Special Central Executive Committee meeting to analyse those 2017 National May Day celebrations, where we saw our president being booed there. And this now led to the conclusion that he will not be welcome at any other COSATU gatherings.